What up, you lab rats? This is episode number 116, and today we're talking about your perfect day, an exercise for you. Stay tuned. Hey, welcome back to the lab, your daily inspiration for creating better content. All right, happy Monday, guys. So, housekeeping. Okay, so a couple things going on. Very happy to announce that I'll be speaking at Podcast Movement this year. Also, which is like a 4-day event in Fort Worth, Texas. Lots of new stuff going on. The workshop is in full effect. We have about 2 more spots left. And that's not a marketing tactic. That is because I don't want to shoot like more than 5 people. One of those spots is a free ticket, is a free spot actually. And so this sponsorship is going on, brought to you by our friends, Jared Easley over at Podcast Movement. So Podcast Movement and I have worked together to create a free ticket for somebody who really wants to go to the video lab, the video branding lab, but doesn't have the money or whatever, and maybe you're local and you want to work on your video branding and you want to get some headshots done and take that photography and use it throughout your brand, and then network with a lot of cool peeps. And the people so far who are attending, they're actually they're doing their own thing already, so they're already established people, I think, for the most part, but they just need a little help with the branding aspect. So I'm very excited because I think the group is more or less on the same level. So that'll be interesting to see. It's not just this here's a beginner, here's an intermediate, here's an advanced person. And sometimes a lot of things don't get done. But if you're all on the same level, now it kind of works like a mastermind. So I'm really excited about that. But anyway, registration's going on. You can find the link in the description. Just go to getinthelab.me/workshops for that. And for the scholarship one, just go to getinthelab.me/scholarship and you should find it there. And to apply for this scholarship, all you have to do is create a reason telling me why you want to go to the video branding lab. And winky, winky, wink, a video gets my attention a lot faster. Okay, so let's get into today's episode. All right. So since today is Motivational Monday, like I've been having some conversations with people, close friends, family. And I think the number one reason that people kind of get stuck is they don't actually believe in their own success that they can achieve. So what I want to do with you guys today, and what I invite you guys to do, is this sort of exercise of what is your perfect day? What is your ideal day? If money wasn't an issue, if such and such wasn't an issue, if all of the problems in your life and situations weren't an issue, what would your perfect day look like? And this is really an interesting thing because it seems like an easy task, right? It seems like an easy task to be like, this is my perfect day. I eat all day and money rolls in and blah, blah, blah. But actually, it's actually really difficult. But it's actually a really helpful tool because you need to, in order to get to this life that you really want, the life that you're kind of secretly saying to yourself, or maybe you're not even doing that. Maybe you're too afraid to even say it out loud because you don't believe that it can actually happen to you, which is sad because, I felt that way too. It's like, I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to spend the energy to say what my perfect life would be because it's not even possible. And right there, only you lay down that rule for yourself. Only you tell yourself that story that it's not possible. So what do? You change the story. How do you do that? Well, you kind of have to set in these little things to kind of take place to kind of train your mind to actually believe that this ideal lifestyle is actually attainable. One of those things, okay, there's many ways. One of those things, and this was brought onto me by one of my mentors in the early stages of this thing that I'm doing, Greg Hickman. And he said, what's your ideal day look like? I want you to break it down in like 15-minute increments. And I was like, holy crap, really? Really? You want me to break it down in 15-minute increments? But seriously, when you wake up, what time is that? Okay. What do you do right when you wake up? Write that down. So is it really to check your phone, or is it to roll over and to kiss your partner on the cheek and and be like, sweet, I'm in a relationship? Or is it not that? Is it wake up in a different place every time and live an adventure? Like, what does that look like? What does it look, feel, smell, sound like for your perfect idea, for your perfect day? Because the moment that you believe that it's actually possible, now you're going to get the wheels turning in your head to actually make that happen. But you got to believe it. Okay. It's a mental game. It's like golf. So you got to see it. You got to see your ball going in the hole, whatever. I mean, whatever kind of analogy you want. And people have probably said this to you a gajillion times. But how many of you hear it a gajillion times and actually follow through with this exercise? Okay. So a lot of times we can be like, oh yeah, I did that, whatever. But you don't actually go through the exercise. So I invite you to actually go through this exercise of incrementally writing down your day. What does that look like? What time do you want to eat breakfast? What time do you want to work on things? Like what do you creatively want to do? How is money being generated for you to actually do the things that you want to do, right? So really think on a very deep level if you can, like lay it all out and then revisit it and be like, well, actually, what I really want is not money. What I really want is this car or something. What I really want is this house somewhere, right? So get really, really in depth behind like I just want to make 5 figures or something. Get really deep, get really behind these numbers, these metrics that you want in your life. And what that does is you go, okay, cool. I've broken all of this down. Now I can kind of start to see and believe that this is actually doable. When you actually write it all out, like for me, I wrote this all out. It's in an Evernote that I have saved way back when I was being mentored. And it's amazing how my thought process was and how far I've come. And so this is a really cool exercise for you guys to do because, no matter what your situation is, if you don't actually believe that you can have the things that you want, then yeah, you're not going to get there. So the first step is actually believing in that it's possible, believing that it's attainable. Okay. And that's really, really important. So this exercise is one of the ways for you to kind of get there. It's that mental game. And I swear, I swear it is just so powerful what can happen when your mind is in the right wavelength, within the right vibe, within the right, alignment, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Those are just words, but really whatever words work for you, whatever activates you. For me, it's just like things started to line up when my mind was lined up. Right. So for me and I'm not saying that I have everything that I want ever, that I'm living my ideal life, but I'm actually living part of it. And so I'm making other things happening, making my brain work towards these other things. And it's just a matter of switching this track in your mind, so that's all I'm saying, guys. It's a matter of getting your mind on the right track and believing in what's actually, what you actually want, and to actually say it out loud. Like sometimes that's a little scary too. It's like, yeah, I don't want to drive anywhere. And to me, I didn't want to say this out loud because it made me sound lazy and sound maybe too traditional. Like I was like, I really just want to work from home and stay home. Like I didn't think that sounded ambitious enough. So I didn't think it would match people's expectation of what it means to be successful. And so once I kind of dropped that, I was like, you know what I really want to do is work from 6 a.m. to about 2 and just like pour my heart out into any kind of content that I'm creating. I want to give out free content and I want to create the podcast because I know it makes me a better person. And then right around 2 o'clock, 2:30, maybe about 3, I'm playing video games. Like seriously, this is my ideal day. So I live part of my ideal day already. And like, I don't have any shame about saying that anymore because that's what I want. Like that's what I define in my, definition of success. There's a lot of other things in there as well, but that's part of it. And so the fact that I'm living a small part of my dream life, that motivates me even more. That gets me in the same track. That gets me in the same kind of groove of wanting to make this ideal life happen. And the fact that you have proof already of something actually like working for you, and it's already on the list, and you're like, hey, I'm actually doing it. That makes all the difference. And you just keep incrementally making these things. So today on Motivation Monday, guys, I invite you to lay out your perfect day, your ideal day, despite any situations or anything like that. I want you to lay it out. Lay it out all on paper, and then look at it and go, this is actually doable. Maybe not everything all at once like tomorrow, but look, this is what I want, right? And it takes a lot to actually say what you really want. It takes a lot of courage sometimes. Okay, so I get it. All right, so that's what I invite you guys to do today. Happy Monday. If you like, what else should I say? About 10 minutes. Okay. So, yeah, that was today's show, guys. So I hope you enjoyed that. Leave a like on this video if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you're digging this jam over here. And as always, you can visit getinthelab.me/join to join my newsletter list, because I share stuff I don't share anywhere else. And you just get to be in the know with me. Okay. So tomorrow we've got a nice little episode for you on how to be present, kind of in line with today's, I guess, this week's theme, kind of getting the mental game right. That'll be kind of this week's theme. I think we're going to focus on that. And yeah. So good things, guys, and we'll see you next time. So once again, my name is Megan, reminding you to get in the lab. We'll see you. Peace. Hey guys, thanks for sticking around till the end to watch this. I really appreciate it. I'm lucky to have you. So I have, if you're enjoying this thing called video podcasting, I have a free course on it. And if you're interested in how to do this thing the way that I do it, because I'm sure there are tons of other ways, but I created a free course at getinthelab.me/webinar. So there's a free course there. You can check it out. It's about an hour long. Just tells you how I do everything from setup to shooting to syncing to editing to creating thumbnails and all this stuff. All right. So good things. We'll see you next time. Peace.